I open a blank template. Okay, to do this, imagine this is your wall and this is the flooring. Okay, I draw a level here, STR, and these surrounding walls, isolate them. They should start from STR minus 100. Okay, imagine we have that concrete here. I ignore it. This is the floor, which I want it to be in 100. Okay, you want to have that concrete here. It's not really hard. It can be really easy. It can be available. I select these walls, double H to hide them. Okay. After that, here, floor, slab H. Then I put the mouse here. When they're highlighted, I click. Okay. Here. Right now, we have this here. And we can have the concrete inside them. Here. So, first of all, here in family, I should create the profile, metric profile, reference, from here to here, here to here, and I name them D with the same size, 1550, 5 in 5 centimeter. After that, I use line and I draw it here. I just want to use it for the concrete part. I don't need rail or stair. So here in this section, profile usage, slab edge. What kind of material does it have? Concrete. So here, material for model behavior, concrete. And save, which I don't save it. I loaded in the project with family one. I selected edit type, duplicate, H2 for example. Then here, I consider a concrete material or whatever you like. Then the profile, family one, which we just made. Okay, 3D view. I select this, then the arrows should be inward. I control them here. See, it's like this. Okay, now modify, join, and I join them like this. Here I select switch join, and it should be like this. Then here, as you can see, it's like this. You can even consider a concrete material for this one as well, or other layers. It might have several layers. Okay, here again. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. And scale. In this way, it can be available. And it can be one of the most simple techniques which we can use it. When I have a section box, you will see that it's here like this. After that, here in family, okay, imagine we want to create a ball post family. we need to have the details, and this question is really important. Do you want to have quantification for all parts of that wall post, or you just want to have it as an element? For example, how many wall posts do you have? Because it has several parts, top and bottom plate, and some walls which contains concrete, or and some other things at some other parts. After all, you need to create that family according to what you desire. Um, I try to describe it for you, and I help you to have it in the way that it's available in quantification, but the other things are up to you, how you work on the details. First of all, when I want to start working on wall post, as I told you before, it has several parts, plate, some other parts according to the type of the wall post. Each of these sections is a part, and maybe it's not possible to have it or have all of them in a single family. I prefer to do this part by part. Okay, first of all, here in family, as you can see, the templates are here, like this. It's really important that you choose which of these templates. Here, I can use column template or generic template, and I can convert it to a connection. But I prefer to have a column family, but it can be different. The reason of this choosing is that I can control the top and bottom of that wall post during the process. But there are some parameters here which they can cause some problems during working. For example, the columns of the project might be considered as some columns in quantification, and in this way we have to use filters a lot. So, instead of using this, I use metric generic model two-level base. It can be a little close to column family or some families which are between two levels, but it's more general. I open it like this. I want it to be considered as a connection. So here it's generic model. Here family category and parameter. I click and I convert it to a structural connection. It's not a connection, but I separate it to be able to categorize it for quantification. And the material for model behavior still like this. And okay. After okay, we can control this. No difference. Okay, first of all, the plate of the bottom part according to the details which I'm seeing, here, second detail, here. It has a plate, and after the plate, the parts will be assembled. Okay, let's have this here. I open a new family, metric generic model, close. Here, I convert this to connection, still, okay. After that, here, I draw a reference. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then parameters for them, like this, and here. Okay. The size of it can be different according to what we desired. To be able to have these sizes to quantification, we need to have this as a shared parameter. Family parameter cannot be added in your quantification list. Okay, to be able to have it as a shared parameter, here I select shared parameter, then I need to save a notepad file here. So here, detail, and str prom, I save it. Here, create. Here, in this section, str prom, it's optional, whatever you like. Save. Then groups. Guys, we might create different parameters for different elements in family process. Some of them might be general, like width or length. I create a group and I name it Valpos. Here it is. Then I create the parameter. I name it W or width underline plate. Next one, here, depth, plate, and next one, thickness, like this, and okay. First one is width, I selected and added here. Okay, next one, new, shared, select, depth, okay, and then here in the plan, view, I draw a reference here. We use them as embed plates. They're inside of the concrete. This is thickness. Here in plan. Here I open family type. This value which is here, I move this thickness. I raise the width. Let's organize them. Here 250 and depth 150 and the thickness 6 millimeters. Here in view, this one which we just drew, we should consider a name for it. Here, name, I name it base. Then in the plan, I select extrusion, then I set it in base, okay, and I draw a rectangle here. Finish. I select it, then extrusion end, I click on this and I link it to thickness. It will be like this. I select it again here in material, I click on this and then I consider a material parameter for it. As an instance, M-plate. Okay, okay. like this. After that, I save it. Here, I name it RFA and plate 250 in 150 in 6 millimeter. Back up, 1, OK, save. After that, I load it in this family too. I put it here, align with this center, lock, and lock it with this middle. Okay, here in view, it's exactly here as we want it to be. Okay, the point is that when you have a family from somewhere else in a new place, when I load it in the project, I can't access its parameters. So I need to select the parameters again, then in edit type, here I should add them here. So here m dash plate. The others are easy because of share parameter. I just need to select them. Here, new, share, select, first one, width, select, next one, depth, share, depth, and OK. The last one, which is thickness. Here it is. OK. Now, here in this section, family type, I can have these parameters. I click on this material, then here, create a new material. I name it plate, then graphics. I select this checkbox. In appearance, I click on replace. Appearance library, I open this list. Then metals, here it is, open, and for example, steel or other metals. I select metal in this list, this one. Most of the times they are yellow. Apply and OK. OK. In this way, we could have the first plate here. After that, to be able to lock it with the bottom part, we can see them here in different views. We have a wall like this. There are 2 10s and the total length is 750. To do this, I can be here in this family again, in view, or first in the plan, like this. And here in this section, we have these two bars. So here I draw a reference here and another one here. And dimensions here, we don't need to have them shared parameters. There is no any difference. Okay, 40 for each side, or 35. This one as well, invert, lock and lock. They're fixed. I select this, I name it F as front, this one B as back. Okay, here in this view again, like this. After that, I can draw this geometry right here or somewhere else. I can draw it, then I can have it here. But I prefer to create its family somewhere else, then I add it here. In this way, I can control it better. Except of this point, we can even have all of them in a single family. But to be able to manage the families and control them better, We try to divide them into different parts as the real world. This is a part, then we welded with this, then two more parts. Each one is a single part, but all of them will be attached to each other. Okay, I leave this here again, then another one. Metric generic model, and again here connection. I search for it, still okay. This value is fixed, so I don't need to create shared parameter, just a fixed parameter, but you can work different. There's not a difference. I select this here, 100, height 150, 200. Then I select sweep, sketch, rectangle here, and split, delete inner segment. I delete this, and I raise this, and this one here like this. Okay, align. I like this with this one. Dimension here, and 30, scale, and this one lock. Overlap 150, and this one with this one, it's 10, two of them, 20. And I select fillet to fillet the corners, 10, 10, and 10, like this. I didn't consider parameter for them. It's not necessary, but you can consider parameter for all of them. Finished. And I drew this in the plan. Cancel. Excuse me. Delete. This rebar should be inside of the concrete, and we should have it vertically, so it's necessary to draw it in the view. Again, all of that process in the view. Here. Okay. Equal. Here and here. 150. 100. Totally 200. And 25 centimeter each side as distance. Here, sweep, sketch, rectangle, here to here, a split, delete, here and here, raise this one till here. Okay. 20, 30, no difference. Here. And this one, 40. Here, 10 for now. Fillet, radius, 10. And the corners, fillet like this. Finish. Select profile. After that, edit profile. Then right view, zoom. Circle, you can have show here. In this way, you will see that where is it. When you select this, it won't be highlighted. So I select it to be able to see it. R5, totally 10. Here in view, here it is. You can have a distance here. These things are up to you. So I selected edit, sketch path, Then I change 10 to 20. Finish, finish. It will be like this. I select it and a material parameter, as an instance, rebar. And OK. Then here in family, I click on this material, new material. Here I name it rebar. Graphic, select, appearance. Here replace with iron. OK. Let me find this iron. Cancel. Here in metals, we have a special iron here. Here it is. I select it, apply, click, and texture, dimensions, 100, apply, OK, texture, see, like this. OK. I return it to shaded again. I save this. I name it rebar. One. OK. I load it in the family of the plate. Cancel. Plan. We should have one of them here and another one here. Okay, so here, component, here and here. Align, this one with this one, lock, this one, lock. Again here, lock, and here, lock. Here in the view, I select this, a reference, 5. Here, downward, and this one. Okay, align this one with the middle part of it. Here, I can't have this middle part. It has a interesting technique which we can use it. Here in this family, this part is not visible. The reason is that the reference which we have it here, this reference is not a reference. We can open this list and select this item. Save, yes, load it, OK, override, align, see, now I can see this middle line. So I lock this with this and this one as well. Now this reference line which we draw here, I lock it to keep this 5 millimeter, like this. Okay, after this, here, it's really important to optimize the projects. You know, I use coarse, fine, or whatever. It's not necessary to be able to see this in coarse, but most of the times to be able to have a light model, I want to remove this part. So, first of all, I select them. Then I consider a visible parameter for them. New. And I name it is rebar. Is underline rebar. And instance, other, OK, OK. While it's selected, visibility, I deselect coarse, only medium or fine. Okay. In the plan, I deselect it. It's not necessary to see it in the plan. I just need to see the plate. So I deselect it. And to check it, I select this in coarse. It's like this, and medium and fine, it's like this. After that, in the plan, when I select this, it's not visible in 3 of them. Here, when I deselect this checkbox, even in fine, it's not visible, but I select it. Okay. So far, so good. We save it, yes. And I load it in the family to override the existing version, like this. Okay. Now, here, as you can see, it works like this. If you want to control the visibility of this, here, this parameter which we made, here, we need to define them. Where is it? Here it is rebar. Click, and then here again is rebar, instance, other, okay. Material, which we considered before, it's fine. Okay. That's it. Here in the plan again. Here, let's see what else do we have. 2 more parts, 15, 15, 5. Okay. Here I draw a reference, and from here till here, at a stance, we can change them to parameter to be able to move them parametric. I name this offset L-shaped. Instance, okay. Then here in this section, offset L-shape, I move it to check it. See, it's not possible. Cancel. I delete this for now. Then I draw a reference here and here. The value which we have here, 250, according to this, 150, 75. So here, offset L shape, which I want to create it here. I duplicate it here. I name it half depth. And I copy it here, half depth, divided by 2, like this. Okay, then this one in half depth. This parameter according to this. Okay, now let's check it. 20, 35, 40. You should always test the parameters and families. If you do this, you can avoid many mistakes. If you In this situation, you have to edit many parameters again. So try to test them step by step when you are processing if you want to create parameters. Okay, after doing this, okay, now in front, I decrease this height 2 meters. This level cannot be deleted. It's reference and it's really helpful. Fine. Here in the plan, and I select component. This plate, I put it right here or here for now. After that, I select it and level, upper reference level here in front, select. Then can we change its direction here? Like mirroring, I select it, mirror it according to this, which there is no any effect here. Here in this family again. Let's see, is it available? Here it contains some parameters. So it's not possible to rotate it upward. Here, for example, it's not possible to rotate it upward. We don't have this possibility. Even when I use space, it works like this. Here in this family, there are some items which they are not available here. We can use them in plan. For example, flip. So, return to this view. Let me test it for a second. I select these two. Mirror. We can mirror it. So, I draw a reference here. I can have a save as in another family, or I can change this into two different families. Another reference here, according to this, 5 centimeter. Lock, and these two, mirror, copy, upward. Delete. Select. Let's see. Can we have it correctly? As you can see, we don't have this option here because this should be rotated. We consider some parameters for them, so we don't have these options in the views, and it's a little bothering. Okay, right here, which I made this here, it's rebar 10. I save it as rebar 10 here, underscore top. Then I move these references upward. Delete, delete, delete. Remove. Delete, delete, delete. Fillet. Radius. Again. Here and here. Finish and finish. Okay, this reference here, 150. And these are okay. Just this section, I need to edit them again. This one, exactly here. because 150 is maximum. Lock, and these values, which they should be fixed. Finish, and again finish. Okay, this one, save. I load it in this plate. As I said before, we should have them in a single place. Component, the top here, and another one here. Then front view, raise this, select, visibility, coarse, and top should be deselected. Okay, then we can consider a parameter for it, use rebar, but here I need to have two parameters. Is rebar top. Okay, align this one with here, lock, this one here, lock, middle, plan, the middle of this with here, lock, and here as well. Again here, and this one here, lock. Here. Okay. Like this. Then here, rename, underscore, bottom. Okay. Move this to have a sort here. Okay, save, yes. And I load it again in this family. And overwrite. Now it's like this. Okay. I need one of them. So here in this section, this item is rebar top. Deselect it. Then top rebar like this. Align. Here, lock. Left view and right view. Again. Here, lock. This middle, cancel. Here, lock. Control Z. Here, lock. Okay. Here in this view, so far so good. Like this. Okay, in the plan, I should create two more parts here, corners, one of them here and one of them here. So two more references and two more here and here. Then here equal scale. After that 250 link here and here. I name this one, for example, the L shape, like before. To have this L shape here. Okay, to be able to create the corner part. Where is it? Okay, I close this. Here in family, metric profile, a 2D space. I need to have L shape corner. So here, 50 millimeter in 50 millimeter. These two, I name them L, and here duplicate T, L50 T5. After that, I select line and I start drawing like this. It's better to not have dimensions for sketches, but here it's a profile without any special parameters, so we can do this here. So here again, radius here, like this. Okay, save. I name it L50 in 50 in 5. Backup. Excuse me, save. Then load it in this family. Okay, let's save this one as well. Wall post. Here in this view, we should create it here. What is its name? It doesn't have. I name it underscore position. Okay, here in front view. Now I select sweep, sketch, set, L position, and then I draw a line like this. This one here lock, here with this lock, this one here lock. Then it will be like this. Finish. Here we don't need sketch. After creating it here, let's check it in the plan. Okay, it's the opposite direction. I need to rotate it for 180 degrees. I need to flip it to have it exactly here. Finish. It's done. View again. This one, I mirror it, copy according to the middle, edit, sketch. This one, lock it with here, and this one here, lock. Middle, here, lock. Here, lock. We need to be sure that it's in L position, which we made. Finish and finish. Here, 3D. Select them. Then in material, here, M dash, for example, L shape. Okay, okay. In this way, we could create it here. Okay. Here in front view, now when I move this, as you can see, this one will change as well. Save. Let's test it. I load this in the project. I select component here. Then I put the mouse here, space. I put it right here. Okay. Select. I can move these L shapes with these strips, but they're not suitable. I will tell you why. I select this here and here. I can move each one, 20 for example. After doing this, here it's from level 1 till level 2. See, let me have these walls transparented 60%. See, Uh, they're in level base, and it's good because here I can have uh, minus 800 if I supposed to have any column here, like this. Now, uh, so far it's good, but there are some grips here at the middle which they are a little annoying. What are the grips? As you can see, these are the references. I select all of them, then here I change it to reference plane. Here is reference, all of them not a reference in the last file. Now I load it again, here in the plan, select, then as you can see they're not visible anymore. So that was another point which can be really helpful. Here again in front view. Guys, it can have different types and different forms and appearances, but I try to have an example for you just as an instance, then you will see how it works. Here, let's have this form. I open a family. Here, metric generic model, open. Then in this view, because it's on the view, here it is. And 10 distance 300 millimeter center and center. So a reference, two references from here till here and here equal okay, here till here, like this. I name this, for example, D, whatever you like. And another one here, W. First of all, reference line from here till here and here. Then fillet for this corner. 20, 10. It can be enough. I measure it, this one, from here till here. Select. This one 5. Okay. Align this one with here lock and here lock. It's not accurate. I control it. It should be here in this intersection. It's because of this. Here, align. Here. And here with this one. Okay. Then this one. Here. Lock. Remove. Okay. Like this. And this one like this. Okay. Here again. 300. 150. 100. Okay. Uh, it's possible to not have fillet here, but I did it because I think it's more beautiful. Because it's a pipe which is bended. So maybe you don't need these details, so you can skip it. Or maybe you just need to have one of them here. Then you can use array in your family. Uh, but I did it like this. In this way, I can use array once. Okay. After that, here in 3D, here, sweep, pick path. Then I click on this path. Yeah, cancel. I need to edit it. Here in view, as you can see, I need to edit it. Delete, reference, fillet. Okay. 5. And this one here. Lock. One more time. Let's test it. It's okay. 3D again. Sweep. Pick path. Here, here. Finish. Edit profile. And in this way, it will be the rebar. 5. Finish and finish. Here, as you can see, there's a warning, and it's normal because the size of this is 10, and the size of this fillet can cause some problems. So here in the view, cancel. This one, I need to make it bigger. At least 10 to be able to have this bending here. One more time, sweep, pick, here, here, and here. Finish, select profile, edit, and this circle here with 5 radius, finish, and as you can see, it will be like this. I select this, a material parameter, as an instance, rebar, okay. I save it. I name this V rebar. Then I load it in this family. Then in the plan, I draw a reference here. And from here till here, lock. I consider a name for this, rebar. After that, here in this section, I put it here. Here again, I raise this. I select this in edit type. Then I change this material to L shape, rebar, M, rebar. Okay, plan. Here in this section, edit type, here it is. I name this V underline rebar. Then instance. Okay. I should rename this H rebar. One more time, I select this, edit, V underscore W underscore rebar. Instance. Okay. Right now, this should be same as this distance, which it's 250. There are 245s. So width plate here, I copy this, I open a notepad. In these situations, I try to use notepad here, minus, parenthesis, what is it? Offset L shape. I copy offset L shape, then paste it here. Okay. Plus 5 multiply 2. Okay. Then here VW. Okay. That's it. After that, here in front view, align, I draw a reference here, from here till here, scale, I select this, 5 millimeter, it's fixed, lock, align, this line with here, lock, this one with here, lock. Now we need to repeat it. View, I select this, and array, here, linear, this one, upward, I select it, and I need to select the value. Here at parameter, I name it number of rebar. Instance, it should be an instance because there might be different heights for the walls. Okay. Align. And this one with the second one. Here. It's okay. Here again. I consider a parameter here, H. It can be read only. It should be reported. Can we use this H here? I copy this parameter, then here, H divided by this 5. Okay. Then here. Why I did this? First of all, this parameter is not editable and it will be reported automatically. When I deselect this, I'll face with a warning or error because this family which I open contains an upper level and lower level, and it can only change according to these two. And we made this to have information and use it. That's it. Okay. Here, like this. Okay. Then let me check this. It's not typed correctly. Here, -1. Okay. Save, load, overwrite. Then here in the project, okay. As you can see, here is like this. Let me check the reason. I select this, then here it's not in the path. So here I select align, and here with this lock, here again. Now it's okay. See? Reset this, and I can continue this till here, or -1500, -2500, -500, -800, and you'll see that it's working here correctly. I can select it in Edit. I can consider a material for each one. As an instance, for rebar, I can have this rebar. Here, L shape. As an instance, iron. And here I can consider this iron material. It's really important. And they will be like this. Okay, now maybe, but let me tell you, when I change this to coarse, they won't be visible. Here, double click their group. I select this, visibility graphics. I don't want to see them in plan and medium file. Only in 3D and different views. Now, medium, fine. Okay, why they are moved? Control Z. There was a mistake. Load it again. Override. Okay. Here again, I select this, edit, select, visibility, plan, media, finish, load, override. Okay. Here again. This happened. It's a bug because visibility doesn't affect on these distances. Now here, lock, load, override. Okay. Here again, round down, -1 should be removed. Load, override. Okay. Like this. Let's check it. It works like this. Okay. For more information and details, we can have many different details here. For example, welding, or if there is any column, or we can create these families. We can consider parameters, and we can show them or hide them. Whatever we want can be possible here. So you can create the families of the wall posts as well. And you can control the number of details according to what you desired. For the people who are working in facades, there are some special details which they can use these BIM tools, which they are simple, and you should probably know how to use them. But sometimes you need to add some details to them according to what you desired. For example, imagine this is the wall like this, and there are some um, special attachments and connectors for holding the basement of the facade to the structure, as in instance a plate with another part on it. After that, a C channel, for example, or for example, after that again, an L shape. It can be long or short, or the size of the plate might be different. When you want to have these kind of things, or something close to this, here in family again, let me close this and this one as well. Yes. Here, new, family. Then metric generic model face, because those connections should be on a surface, and normally they are embed plates and they might be moved. So here, the size of the plate with these references here equal and here equal. Then here, like this. The size of the plate might be similar, so here shared, because we made it before, I change it to this instance and okay. How much? As an instance, 200. Then here in front view, I draw a reference here. Then here, and this one here. Thickness, share parameter, we can use it again. Instance. I select it and I name it base. Then in the plan, the base 8 millimeter, for example. Okay. I want to have the surface cutted when I'm on it. So first of all, void extrusion. I set it on the base which we made. Finish. And thickness. Like this. Then cut. I remove it from it. Family category and parameter connection. A structural connection. Still. Then in the plan again. Now extrusion on this base like this. Finish. Thickness. Now when we have these on each face, it will be cutted, and I selected a material plate parameter for it. After that, here in the view, as I told you before, maybe we want to have a part here and its length might be variable for different places. I name it length, for example, length underscore profile. If I want to have this in quantification, shared, select, edit, and here new length profile. Okay, okay. I select this one, okay, and this one instance. Back to here. Then family metric profile. Here, with using reference, for example, we have this part here, 5 in 5, equal from here till here, and also here. I continue this, edit, with this, equal. Okay, these two, W, and again, another reference here, 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 and here. This one with here, and this one here, this one here. And these are thickness, T. Thickness is 5. Rectangle tool, here, line, rectangle, radius, 5, here, like this, and also here. Delete this, line, peak, offset, 5. Here, okay. I like them to be sure. Okay. Save it and name it profile 50 in 50 in 5. And I load it in this family. Now, in the plan, it's at the center, and this is center front back, here in front. Sweep. I need to be sure that it's in front back. Here, sketch path, line. I draw a line here, a line. Here, lock, and I need to lock it here as well, and here like this, lock. To have it at the center, like this. Finish. Then this profile which we made right here at the center, like this. And here, M dash profile. Okay, and okay. It will be like this. Okay, I save this. Consider a name and let's try it. I load it in the project. See. A section box here. Let's check it. Inside of the wall, and it cuts the wall. See? When I hide this, you'll see that this section is cut. Okay. When I select each one, I can control its length. It's variable according to different places which we want to use it there, and also the material. And imagine you want to use a L shape for each one. Back to here in the plan, I need to have a L shape here, which its length might be variable. Here equal, here is the length, and here the size of this part, it was 50, so here should be 25, and lock it. Okay. Here select new, shared. I create a shared parameter, new. I name it L_shape. underscore shape length. Instance, okay. Then here in the view, right here, I use, in the plan, I should consider a name, L, in the view. I select sweep, change it to L. Here, sketch, I draw a line, and here, lock, this one with here, lock, and here with this lock, like this, and finish. We made a profile here. It was this one, 1550. You can use families which you make. I load this here. Okay, now here I add this and finish. It will be like this, and material profile, I load it, override. As you can see, it will be like this, and we can use it to have some special parts on this for any other connections. And as you can see, the length is variable. It's working correctly, and we can use it wherever we need as an object, even on the floor. No difference. It's face-based and it's usable for all parts, like this. Now, according to the structure and according to what you desired, you can use these tools. I'm talking about facades, which you can use beam tools. The reason is that you can have some special possibilities, lawn base families if you want to create, and then if you want to load it in the project, you can't have complete possibilities of the structurals. Because of this, when you want to work on the structure of a facade, it's better to use beam tools. You can have these connections and attachments in families. For example, here I select beam, load, in this folder, still. Here are the profiles. Let me select this one, for example. Then one of the sizes, I load it. Then edit type, and I control the dimensions. For example, here 50 in 50, thickness 5, and okay. Now here, like this, for example, in 3D, as you can see, it will be like this. I can select them and I can have a height for them, like this, for example, 1500, and I say try to use these tools because they're really accurate in quantification. And you can also use some tools like connections or editable tools here, like this, for example, and this side as well, but it's not possible to have them in line based. You should be careful about these kind of things. You should practice about them to be able to use them. I move this and this one like this, and I can have this here. It's an example. Here, here, okay, in the plan. To be able to see it, I change the view range. For example, here, like this, 500 here, Then I can have array, last, from here till here, 4, like this. And whatever you might have in your projects. Or for example, it's not possible to have them vertically, they will be column. If you have a profile here, try to use column. Load, back, here, structural columns, this one, here, I select this, one of the defaults for example, load, and then edit it. 50, 55, and okay. This one height, 1 till 2, and it can be here for example. Here, Control Z, I select this, delete. Let's edit it here. After that, again, column, I put it here. This one with this one. $150, and again, array. Second, each 150, 10, or 20, or 30. 25, 24. Okay. Like this. And I can continue this. And I can increase or decrease the distances. Whatever you desire in your projects. And normally, we don't use these kind of profiles we don't use generic model or line base. We try to have them with column, for example. But for connections, we can use families. That's it. Good luck.